ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sicily, the Crusader Kings 3 series here on the Lord Mass channel, which the reign of Sultan is still ongoing. He's 63 years old and he's feeling fine. But I thought of a plans already, because we plan on going to war against Byzantium to kick them out of Italia for good. But first I kind of want to increase the what do you call this for the bow, because I'm so close to picking up another small health boost just to keep him going. But that's not the only thing, but also to reduce the army gold maintenance. So we'll decide to wait 9 more months. They will hold one more archery contest, whether if I'll be in it or not. And even if I couldn't, then hunting is always the way to go, even though my prowess is near non-existent. But who knows? If I do manage to compete, but still lose, I'll still pick up the trade experience for the bow regardless. So I should be alright for the most part. So we're still in more of a waiting and in preparation period, because I don't want to go to war against them without some gold still circulating around, and in addition having more gold left over to hire mercenaries if things do not go our way. Took the decision to contact Mediterranean pirates. In this old age, you might as well. Can't believe I'm about to outlive that man who was, the single most powerful force there is, but I wonder how he's never usurped that title. It's like he would rather spend that money elsewhere. Also, that reminds me now that I've impregnated my wife, but first, as much as I would like to get this for increasing the faith opinion, but I don't think it matters much because I don't have much in the way of different faith vassals except for one. Just want a personal position that costs less to hire and personal chance of better outcomes. If I want to, I could reset the perks, which I'll put it back to the most the way it was, except for this route, where I could give her this and this, and just try to not get sick too much and remain having that. Like whenever I do get ill, I'll still be relatively healthy. I forget that's an option these days. Unlikely to get all of this, so I would be living up into my 80s. Unlikely. I just wanted to live long enough to see my younger children, the youngest of which is 14. Was raised by... I got my youngest sons, such as Tiberius, who does not have a guardian, which he should, as he's more into diplomacy. Well, I'll find you a guardian who's an expert on this sort of thing. I mean, it would be me, but... Mustafa, you're the man to diplomacy. You do it. And Stephanos, who is to inherit Salerno. Correct. Yamara Salerno. It appears you may go towards intrigue or martial, not sure which. Check back in 2 years. Anyways, let's wait, because I said this reminded me of having impregnated my wife here. Which we hope to have more intelligent children from her. Don't divorce Kenwa, she's my soulmate. But she can go. And same for you. I'm not looking to make new alliances, that's what my children are for. For now on, I want someone with inheritable traits. even if it's a lowborn. But I do see one. Lulu over Guza. That's down in Sicily proper. A bit eccentric, a sadistic, cynical. Yeah. You'll do. And I get to have a little alliance. And as for another of inheritable, look for someone beautiful of a reasonable age. When's your birthday? It's coming December, she'll be 16. Okay. More intelligent. Though is unlanded. Running. You'll do. You'll definitely do. And at the same time, I'm slowly trying to convert the Siculo-Arabic culture, but I have an idea. Once we're done with this, try to begin conversion of the Siculo-Arabic culture over in Salerno. Because I thought of this idea. Let's make large minorities of Siculo-Arabs here, there, 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 and there. Just basically plant the seeds before you officially turn them around. What the heck? You kind of regiment will pass through a war-ravaged area. You killed him. In a fight. Didn't know you were a deviant, but that's frowned upon in our faith, but not criminal. And went through a brush fire. Good. Got lost. You're going through all sorts of turmoil. But you're becoming more and more seasoned. There you are. I could create my own kingdom, but why on earth would I want to do that? Of course. Any kind of development of these areas is acceptable. For future reference for a future war against Byzantium. You got it. By the way, where is she? Because I've never paid much attention. Okay, from Al-Andalus. So I have to travel by sea to get over here. The deer of Tricarico. Yeah, we know the stags have been dangerous up there. So game sighting for the next 3 years. I'll definitely be around for that. But we got 3 months versus 20 months. And plus, don't know how long the war will take because I want to start a war without. Like, don't start a war without the government practices. Without the means to hold it right there. What kind of term is that? Recital. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna start my own soon. I ain't going up there. Mansions constructed in Salerno. It can be further improved upon Because again, it's the richest and most developed province in all of southern Italy. And soon those demon sightings will finally go away, and there'll be a bit more holding tax here. But as I said, I'm going to start my own archery tournament. Still feeling fine. But soon, that small health boost modifier is going to go away pretty soon. I hear a commotion from my son, Stephanos' chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse, Theodora, is playing with Stephanos. My liege, perfect timing. Stephanos just took his first steps. She's out the guy, holding my boy's hands, tries to walk him around the room. What else can he do? The pressure to keep walking. Huh. Counting down the days. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. With militia camps, so therefore it's a bit the reduced cost for starting an archery tournament here. Luxurious encampment, so certain negative events are less likely to fire now. So tournaments should be just more than sporting events. They should be entire sporting experiences. That's what it should be. I'm spending quite a bit, but I will not increase the prizes. Back then it used to be simple, but now these will be fine prizes, will be a masterwork or a fame rarity. This will attract the attention of many others. And of course I'm on track to qualify, even though my prowess is near non-existent because I'm too old to be doing this. Some will be coming to here. Tower it. That'll be a name. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm currently guaranteed to qualify because of my bow trade experience. See if I can get it up all the way. My first understand several today's training. The 10 later with Kit, coming to Autogus, and myself stand for Ferzan. What do you not know? What you do not know, as humbly to be taught. Oh, just together we represent the Emir. First, together prepare for our glories. He turns to eyes clean. Command us. '95. So, Ferzan, prove your keenness, both of eye and mind. Straining the faculties is where we have sweated the day away. I gotta go to the artisan's quarters next. Maybe I can improve the weaponry. This tends to happen sometimes. Children being born sickly. It's just a fact of life. Rifling through the sheaves of arrows and piled bowstrings, I came upon a neat stack of particularly fine lead of embraces. Sliding to one of my forum, the stiffened hide protects deeds on arm. There are our finest braces, my lord. 10,000 lashes of bowstring won't wear through these. Ekaterina sets as a potential cell. She slides over swiftly to my side. I test her inquisitively, weighing up my hand. I already have this fine bracer here. It's permanent, I believe. It won't expire ever. No, will not expire. So there's no reason to spend money on that. I don't think they stack, so I could say, I could do without this. Hopefully it doesn't remove it. But what am I to know? Just want to increase my progressive victory because I still want to win despite my advanced age. But if I lose, well then I'll be a good sport about it. Attention all ye who wander here. A herald's voice cuts through the crowd, some milling about the tournament, and more than you turn to face the noise. Let it be known that entering the field now is, oh gosh, like scanning for the crowded name that I had clearly forgotten. Is my good lady, or my good lord, my herald's hands clench and unclench spasmodically, the panic of forgetting the name of the Vites, as been introduced clear as day. Said Vites, Ratomir, approaches the quailing cry of a face of thunder. That's the position of it is Ratomir. But knowing that that man is a pagan, and a wise man, but paranoid and zealous, so I'll say, ha! I forgot his name! Ha! Even I can still find humor in such things. Who was this notable guest that I just saw? It's because someone's got lust for adventure. I believe she was young, so it would be easier to look through that. And again, maybe not. That opportunity was lost. Let's go to the tent camp. Or alternatively, do that one more time. Yeah, let's do that one more time here. Go, beauty, go faster! I hear a woman's voice echoes across the grounds. Look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards the finish line. Ah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's grateful as a goose. The angry loser shouts of winter looking smug. Must take a lot of preparation to do this. I want to win guarantee. Alexandros, sickly. No stone unturned here, because anytime you do an activity here, that's increased control and development. So I'd like to make a bet. Don't mess with anybody's, just... Of course, I'll bet on myself. Again, win or lose, I'm still going to be increasing that bow trait. Trade experience with the bow. Dust begins to draw on slowly as the competition begins to steadily as the competition continues. The snapping of the strings in a staccato rhythm. I laid on my bow, considering the path of this contest taken so far, such as when the competition begins to draw to a close, as the arrows fly to and pass the nuts. If I'm to make any impact on the proceeds here, I must act now. With this win, this trajectory is 50% chance score increase moderately, 40% chance nothing, 30% decrease. Every step forward, knock, aim, and draw loose. The arrow whistles through the air, thudding deep in the target. The crowd erupts. There can be no argument. This is a huge point in my favor. I'm winning. Victory is so close. A few more arrows for each conversion. The end is at hand. So nothing happens, but I'm still on target. We shall see. Even in my old age, I'm still a crack shot. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over and someone's moment of sun is being readied. Herald steps forward, voice moving across him. After many trials and tribulations, and above all else, a truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Zupan Milutin. Becoming a close second, Rubil. And of course, it is the victor, Amir Saldan. The 20 points of victory, 50% chance. Score increase 30%. Decrease 30%. Victory is 50%. Chance. Score increase 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 30%. Victory is 50%. Chance. S I knew I could win. Prove my wordness beyond doubt. I still got it. That's 64. Saldon still got it. County still affected by the last visit. I had to find a name of any in the archery. And I win a prize bow. A bit of an improvement to my old one. An excellent maple self bow. Strung with linen. Useful in both hunting and war. Offered and claimed by me as Saldan as the prize in his archery contest. As I said, it's a slight improvement to my current one, as it's a masterwork. Perhaps a few words given on the host. Nobody pays much heed, that's fine. Gained the prize winnings. See? An improvement. And what am I to do with the old one? Get rid of it. That'll be 37 gold to gain. Now for Allah's sake, don't lose that bow like you did the last time when we went out at sea. Just one more year with this. So there you go, now I have a medium health boost for stacking all these together. So now reduced army gold maintenance. Which I do gain a bit of income out of that, as well as depends on control. These men-at-arms. Unraised men-at-arms. You know, that kind of got me to thinking. No, never mind, because I was hoping that it would have some improvement. Replacing them elsewhere. But still, we got good enough gold to hire mercenaries if need be. See what they're up to. They just started a war. Holy war for Cilicia again. That'll keep it distracted. It only started 9 months ago. Unfortunately, this expedition to Sicily, of what they're doing over there. Again, they started it. While they're dealing with a tyranny war. Kid Slayer and Lunatic. Okay, he has every right to lose. And I don't blame him. But one day, I mean, if Sicily as a whole is controlled by Christians, I'll be sure to call upon some friends from North Africa to get them over here in an expedition. In which the colonization process is starting to catch up now. That I like to see. But that will be changing further for what I'm about to do next. Just hope all of you good fighting men and women are ready for this. Because we did all the training that we can for all of you. Just got our exit position. If you get wounded in combat, you'll be treated. Need another bodyguard for this. Who else? Peasant uprising. For there. Yeah, they would be rising up against their betters. no doubt I'll become exalted among men after this. And Bulgaria is still being reigned by Tigris and will likely continue as such. So I'm sure they were in the process of raising their armies closest to the front line or even over there. So meaning at least the first few months of the war, because we're going after these areas because they have the lightest fort level there. And also less control. I mean, control does not mess with their garrisons. Keep that well in mind. It's due to increased autonomy over there. That's why there's been far less control. So we should have an easier time with this. It'll be that place will be devastated. We're not here to do raids. We're here to kick them out. Because that's what we're doing. Rebuke Roman evangelism. So, what do these Easterners, do these Easterners have to the fair lands of the southern peninsula? They brought naught but ruin and incompetent bureaucracy to this place, and our ouster could surely only do good. So, after this war, we'll reunite Sicily from the north, or if I align Sicily with its Mediterranean neighbors, which would go to the Maghreb, it's likely going to be optional because I'm Siculo-Arabic. So, our day has come. You can also do a border raid against the Roman Empire, which it sounds similar to the Sicilian raids. Yeah, it's similar to the Sicilian frontier raid. Subjugate the kingdom is an alternative to, the big holy war. But holy war against the kingdom, there might be Orthodox rulers joining, such as Sorrento and Crete. Like you're gonna do anything to me. We'll be sure to call upon some of our friends from other places to come over, even if I have to bring them off for this. Cost you a lot, but the Greeks will not like us in cultural acceptance. But as I said, I just want them out of here. Let's go. This is going to take a while to raise everybody. And as a precaution, call upon the allies over to war. I'll lead one of them. I may get killed as a result if I ever get into combat. But I ain't afraid to die. Ah. That's what you've been doing lately. There was another person here that came to court who also has that modifier. What was her name? Nicorette. Yeah, another person with that. The children should not wander off on their own without the parents' supervision, but I wonder what they've been doing over there. After appointing me as the commander of the First Army of Toronto, he comes to me and promises that he will never retreat and fight until the last man in battles. Good show. So that increases the army toughness. This character will be 3 times more likely to be injured or killed in battle. Well, he's still a good commander regardless. So if he dies, he dies. Oh yes, Lotharingia. The big ally of theirs. I forgot about them. But remember, most of the soldiers we're using are of Greek origin. So I hope we're doing the right thing here. Yet another Greek child's come to here. I'll head over here, although I'm the one without the siege weapons. You, however, are the one with it. So we'll split up. At least I could see what the hell you're doing over there. But you're the one that's causing issues. And look at how much gold we're making now. War privateer and as well as reduced army gold maintenance. We make 10 a month. Again, that's just a case for mercenaries. Sorrento has joined the war. Yeah, we could definitely afford mercenaries. Just to keep our eyes on the back. And in addition, deal with the larger force of Lotharingia. KT has come of age. Drove to, our old ally of Sicily. Great eminence, you are. Person of interest, the Lannis adventure. Slain by Alexios during a duel. Well, who is the one that runs the camp now? Currently residing over there. The wise man. I remember the day when my son Abdullah was born and my wife Kenwa, my Akabal son. How I wish you were still here. There were so many more laughs to be had, so many more differences to settle, so many more memories to create. House Mara is less so, not even. Brown, not the ego, I whisper under my breath. It's only a newborn. So I'll just say I shall honor your memory with a poem. As closest to me gathered, I started to resolve. Summer of sadness. How cruel a mistress is random chance, to leave us all in this cursed trance. Alone, bereft, without that sweet man, our hearts, our minds, our souls, all damned. Tears run down the cheeks of those gathered. Think I serve your memory well, Abdul. May you rest in peace. Didn't pick up the poet trait, but it would have been nice. There's the forces of Crete, who's God. Did you see that? Oh, 40! That man must be eliminated. I exit my tent, siege camp sprawls out before me. A sword bit, festering mire of human waste, smoke, and rotting animal carcasses and human bodies. Flags flutter above the throne. Very long-haired commanders sit at tables, trading gossip and tall tales. Confer in private. Their urgent whispers drifting on the breeze. My low retainer approaches me and points at the siege center. I got on my bodyguard's head to the edge. The Vandon of Lulu stands for me. A decaying landscape of crumbling towers and barns, broken fences and burning fields. In the fields between, the red and yellow sea of roaring flames rise high into the air. Bones crack and crumble under my feet. Grieving widows troll the deserted streets, lost and bewildered. Spirit. Of course, imprison everyone you see, knowing it belongs to someone. Which I suppose you probably want them back. But you'd be willing to pay for. Begin the siege down here. We'll have to deal with them sooner rather than later. They got ballistas. Well, they're finding not so good, so I don't... Despite his very high advantage, because he's got the chivalry focused and all that, I don't think you should worry about him that much. Unless he's paired up with another Portuguese army. Matter of fact, once we get Brindisi on, I'm going to have to engage him. You willing to pay? You want them? Eugenius, who will be the one to inherit the Emirate of Bari. He's a skilled tactician, open terrain expert, and unyielding defender. Well, the open terrain expert is something he got since he was a child. So, not a good fighter, but decent commander. But don't want you in a war, though, unless things get desperate around here. As you are unmarried. That's what you have to figure out for yourself. We got other things to worry about now. I'll get down there and engage them soon before the armies of Byzantium comes to here. Step out of my tent, siege Cosmopolitan. A cacophony of tents and banners and smoking rising from numerous cook fires. Pennants snap in places, held by crooked tree limbs. Cut timbers lay stacked like a wall outside the tents. My low retainer approaches and roars the siege center. I gather my bodyguards head to the edge of the camp. The Vandon of Brindisi stands for me. A blackened waste of smoldering homes and staples and spires. In the fields between, tents burn and bodies are strewn. Everywhere bodies are littered amid the rubble, and the corpses flicker with the flames licking at their ribs. The smoke bellows in the breeze, not cleared even by the rapid storms that ravaged this place for weeks. Black-veiled women scrabble in the mud past mountains of blackened rubble for the bones of the dead. Let's engage the enemy now. Defeat their army before they group up with the others. We'll be there in 3 months. They're not going anywhere. Siculo-Arabic now. Now I want you to begin the conversion of to promote our culture to Salerno. Because I want to establish a minority there, knowing it'll be one of the 3 capitals of the 3 Emirates to come. You want her? Pay up. And remember, if you do capture rulers themselves that live in local areas, please release them. That increases towards colonization. Okay, we'll be fighting in the hills. Defensive buildings, that's advantage us. But the chances are even because of the improved pillaging he picked, so not as advantageous as it once was, but still very, very potent. Improved maneuverability, that's enemy defensive advantage lowered, so we don't get much advantage in defense. He's interested in pillaging. We have backup. They're starting to make a comeback now. No sign of the army over there. It seems they're busy with Cilicia. If there is evidence that they're over there. Yes, they are. Unless they were present and they decide to turn around. They gotta commit to the Sicilian front. We're about to take Castro. Get down. We're trying to get into more defensive grounds. Well, we're coming up there. Owner is slightly in debt. It's from the Cretan army. You're outnumbered despite your commander's advantage. About to finish them off. The eggs in my tent siege guard sprawls out before me. A jumble of hastily pollard trees, watchtowers, tents, and campfires. Fierce flags bearing helvetic birds are spread across the barren crags. The work is endless. The earth is a morass of mud and bodies. The air is foul and musty beneath the canopy of tarps that cover the tents. The sweet scent of horses and sweat and leather intermingled. Mixtures of blood and dried shit that kick our boots and cloaks. My lower retainer approaches and forms the siege under. I gather my bodyguards head to the edge of camp. A Valdona Castro stands before me, a smoldering ruin. In the fields between, empty mud brick buildings lie in pieces. Charred beams have tumbled about them. Bodies litter the streets, some lying face down in pools of blood. Others splayed in every manner, limbs bent at grotesque angles. Survivors huddle in the shadows of makeshift huts made from felled trees and fallen bricks. Castro is ours. Now we need you to come down here. We gotta take this area next. It's a lot more land we gotta conquer. And we won our first battle. And we got the despot. Keep him imprisoned. Because he's too dangerous to be left free. And extend a helping hand to Masud Hara during the battle, and he is grateful for it. Alright. As you are its heir. The easiest thing in the world would be, oh, just arrange a marriage and use a hook on it. But we got more work to do. Oh, this one's got a higher level fort. So I suggest we get to work on besieging that next. While they work on this. You've won your first battle, but that was a minor one. Look, it would be nice to say, hey, get all the money you got. That he's got, but he's too dangerous to be left free, given his defensive advantage. And he's escaped. The guards did not say the defense, but damage is already done nonetheless. Curse you, Christophoros! Yeah, this is going to take a while. So I'll change your mind. Once they arrive here, I'll move out. The mayor, however, we can ransom him. And since these are Oh yeah, I've been wondering. It's going towards this way. Wait until they arrive and then I will break away and head to there. It's a fort level 4 up there. Wait till 11 days and then I'll move out and help them. Ready? Break away. Let them work on this. No sign of the army of Byzantium. We haven't seen them arrive yet. Ouch! While walking across the room, I stubbed my toe. No big deal. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Lotharingia. 5,000 strong. And they got 2 very good commanders. Though their prowess is low, because of their old age and among other things. And this other man. This one's more of a fighter, but he's a lunatic. And a strategist, that's even more dangerous. All the more reasons why we gotta hire mercenaries for times like these. But not yet. If you're gonna hire mercenaries, move your rally point so they can be raised there. But don't engage them yet. So they got armored footmen and pikemen, and they got more pikemen and light cavalry, so that will not bode well for our cavalry. Because that's what most of the Greek soldiers consist of, cataphracts. But they haven't landed yet. They've retaken Cilicia, and no doubt they're going to begin to commit towards the Sicilian front. So the early stages of war was easy for us, but now things are going to escalate. And things are going to get ugly pretty fast. The Sicilian host. This belongs to Sorrento. Armani. So these are Latin heavy infantry. Good against skirmishers and spearmen. And since they're a Greek culture, they also have ballistas. Yeah, I think we may be a bit in trouble. But we gotta take those hills, because these are just plains. We've got to have the high ground. Do not break away from that siege. They're going to be landing soon. They're just forming up. They're headed to the Gulf of Taranto, likely heading to there to recapture those areas. Alright. Eggs in my tent, siege casseroles for me. A haphazard clutter of soldiers, tents, horses, and siege weapons. Flags and banners flying in damp wind. Bright colors mixing hopelessly in the grey rain. Everything is covered in thick shade of grey, damp like a mud-laden lake. My low retainer approaches and informs the siege is ending. I gather my bodyguards head to the other camp. The Vandon of Palai stands for me, a wasteland of unburied charred corpses. In the fields between lie the blackened corpses of slain men and burnt-out hovels choked with rubble. Bodies and body parts litter the muddy streets. Shock survivors stumble out. They speak the shock whispers of the devil's horde, or of the demon's approach. Spare. Let me help you. Praise Allah. Ahmed, that's a fine name. Yeah, they're going to be heading to there. It's where they're all going to gather. Alessan will be their landing site before they move up further. And they're going to begin to siege to take back Castro. We're just here to speed up the process. Just a pregnant now. Why the heck not? Normally I would turn these down, but now, at this point in my life, and during times of possible military crisis that may come here, I'll do it. Although I know she's a deviant, but she'll know that I am too. But keep it a secret between us, lest I be shunned publicly for this. I lose the favor of the lady. No, no, no. Hey. We gotta defeat them before the army of Byzantium comes by ship. There can be no delays. We got them. Move on. And we may have to hire mercenaries once we're in Toronto. Because we can only score a huge... occupying all of these areas isn't enough. We need to defeat them in a major battle to make a huge difference in the war score. Tell you what, head to there and head to Toronto, because that, look, I don't think I'm qualified for this, but we do have someone, but that's one of our buddies. Although to be fair, you are starting to get old, so you're not as good as a fighter as you once were, so take every advantage you can get, because we need someone like him. And this old man here, well, he's got a death wish. So I'll be safe to secure my castle. I don't want to lead an army, nor do I ever get in the mood to get myself killed for it. The huge health boost modifier went away. I'm 66 years old and I'm still feeling fine. Stop. I am not confident enough that it would be good enough for us, so get mercenaries. Good against skirmishers, they have some, but I'm looking for ones that can defeat the heavy infantry easier. Aha! The barbarism. I wish we had more of those, although we do have some in armies, but getting more of these. This mercenary company that comes from Sicily. Hire them. Popped up here. But bear in mind, he's a bit of a drunkard. But still. More barbarism to defeat their heavy infantry-oriented armies of theirs would do us much good. Though we may have to hire another mercenary band a little later. We just want every advantage we can get. Move up. All together now. We've assigned you there. Well, I'll say retreat if necessary, because you're too valuable for us. But they say we'll win decisively, because the enemy's army supply is running low, because they've been traveling for long, coming out of Lotharingia. They're on the run. We'll engage them. We got our good commander here. Plains is our turf. Reinforcements will be arriving soon, along with more of the Horizon. Some of which aren't good, but still, every little bit helps. With no sign of the enemy army arriving soon, nor have we detected them on our shores. So we'll have a massive advantage against them. And that we do. Oh, they got a holy warrior. Slow down here. Because our Varis needs to pay attention. Hopefully we get them all during the skirmish phase. Nope. They're still going to be around. Wherever they retreat to, we'll be ready for these bastards again. Head back to Toronto. We need them to restore supply. We don't want to chase the enemy out there. Which, be prepared of whichever coast they come from. Because the real first-class enemy hasn't arrived yet. Paterno has left the war. Or at least for the most part, but I believe that's Ragusa. Yeah, Ragusa's gone. Well, I think we should be alright. They were a small force. We do have other allies. After dinner today, since I'm back home, not in the front lines, after dinner today, I was presented with a large platter of cannoli. It had been a while since I had this delectable, sweet, creamy pastry. There's nothing like some good old-fashioned cannoli, prepared in a traditional Siculo-Arabic manner. One has to wonder what sort of genius invented it so long in Sicily. Tasty. Make some good cannoli. For historical context, cannoli is a tube-shaped fried pastry filled with sweet, creamy ricotta cheese that is popular across Sicily and is strongly associated with the region. Like many popular foods, the origin of cannoli is uncertain. There have been various legends that claim cannoli may have originated from the harems of Sicily's medieval Muslim rulers, or from nuns living in the island's convents, but the veracity of such folklore is difficult to determine. It's a good cannoli. Leave the sword, take the cannoli. So there's some stress loss for it for the next 3 years. Yep, safe away from the brutality of warfare out there, and I'm enjoying some good cannoli. As I said, don't chase them down. We gotta resupply ourselves. So they retreated in Benevento. They're going back to the sea. If they go back down there, they're idiots. Oh boy, there they are. Led by the old Basilisk himself, who's still in fine health. But his prowess isn't as great as it once was, but he's still a good commander. And still uses guerrilla tactics, at least for the next year. So they're forming up together. They got cataphracts. They've hired mercenaries from the ruins. And Albanian mercenaries too. Because they have the money and they can afford it. But that can't be all it. There's got to be more to come. Yep, there's more. And we sighted them on our coast. Skotwood. That is a spearman. Good against cavalry. And they're bringing in ballistas. They've stopped. Does that mean they're gonna get together? We got more. One's from Crete with their great commander. And more of those spearmen and more ballistas. Which we've already seen that actually. Hassan. What is your name? So they're gathering together. And where shall we meet them? They're all heading this way. Nearly 8,000 strong. Although, again, I'm saying near 8,000 because there could be a bit more than that out there somewhere. That's yet to be seen. So we're just playing the waiting game as we have resupplied ourselves. And you got a lot more as you are the I'll just... It's good that you are with us. Although, possible we may hire more mercenaries for this. Because we're of similar number now. Even though we've lost an ally. More gold is always good. Ah, Stephanos. Forgot about you. Going towards Marshall, are you? Well, there's got to be a man who can do for you. Teach him what you know. At Sicilian University, would I risk it? I mean, you still make good income even during war. But if sometimes we can get money through loot after battles from, I don't know, raiding one of their baggage trains or something, so... What I risk? He'd be the one to rule Salerno, the most important area that we've acquired. Yes, I'm willing to risk all. Colonization is in the lead now. Just be ready. They're gonna land somewhere and we're gonna be there for it. What tournament is it to be exact? That is recital. I mean, it doesn't involve me personally, as I'm not fighting in the front line, but it does, you know, add wit. I don't have to fight, though. But, may never know. Yeah, I'm trading for a recital tournament. I'm still trading with the sword, so prowess cannot be improved for now. But again, that all depends on his prowess, you know. But I'm still well trained, just higher progress to victory. Because I still want to win the damn thing. What do you say? There'll be decent prizes. Oh look. The Battle of Hydrantos. The victor being Saldan now. Even though Saldan wasn't there, but now we're exaggerating his tales as if he's a great man. As he as he mounted an expert defense against the incoming army of Lothar. They tired each other out, and the end of Siculo-Arabic, and in the end, the Siculo-Arabic enveloped the enemy and inflicted significant losses amongst their adversaries. Amidst the chaos, Lothar managed to flee together with his closest retainers. Those who traveled through there will gain a bit more martial lifestyle experience, and additional for more. So do bring a mountaineer. Mercenary captain, steel guards will do. Yeah, I'll be there for the recital. Why the hell not? I mean, it doesn't involve me fighting. Just use your wit. Which no doubt that I have some. Because gaining that, just +1 diplomacy. Get more than that, and then that. I am such a tourney-goer. I suppose we must. Alright. Keep your eye on the coast. They're probably going to swing around to the south, so I want you to start marching to there now. I'm on course to qualify. Is that so? You got 29 days before this thing opens. Yep, we knew it. They're heading to Oceanon. You know they will have a massive disadvantage due to them being recently embarked. So winning a major battle over there would no doubt cause a big war score for winning battles. And after they've been dealt with, well, until they're reduced to size, one of us has got to take Croton if we continue further south. And oh look, Messenia has recently rejoined the Byzantium with their presence there. We'll kick them out of that area too. You survived the Expeditionary War as you have captured because of Amalfi. We should consider reforming an alliance between us. I do have some daughters that I'd like to be betrothed to. Because we need your help. In case this battle for some reason does not go well for us. 17 days. Did you just execute? Okay. He just died in a fire. After the war was over? Allegedly, he died in a fire. Or was he released and he's like, okay, we'll send you back. And the first thing happens, event, and then he got burned. Right, you're still that lunatic, so... Would you mind be betrothed to... No? Well, maybe it's because I'm traveling and I'll have to come back before we make discussions of such things. We'll have a massive advantage as opponents recently disembarked, but more reinforcements will be on the way, so they'll be defending in hills. They're in a way. We might probably lose. May hire more mercenaries sooner rather than later. Nope, we're committed. Oh, they got the best commander there is. The man who escaped from prison. The dangerous one. Now you're facing a first-class enemy. Oh, he got a good roll out of us. So... hold on for 10 days. Mercenaries on the way. You're a berserker now. Excellent. That means you can easily kill their fighting men over there. So every little bit helps. You maimed him. Hold the line. 6 more days. We're being outnumbered here. We're inflicting casualties. This is why we hire Norsemen over here. Oh, hold on. I've been into it so much, I forgot to train myself to get me qualified. Check back in 20 days. November 22nd. Reinforcements en route tomorrow. We're outnumbered, but we're about to receive some support. Got another roll. Advantage us. We got him. Sven, you've been mad berserker, you. My ground called another. Captured one of their captains. He was one of the steward for Sorrento. Big war score. Again, they're reduced to size now. Head to Kamada and split up. Deselect. You and the mercenaries head down. We could go further in, but I find Clement there cutting a piece of cloth. A couple of tables have been disposed to display his work. Stockings and head coverings, hooded sleeves, opposite half likely burns. Are you looking for something to adorn your retirement, Lord? I can see that you brought certain artifacts from the capital. If I may, I've always wanted to examine the Bari master's work. Also, some banners will encourage the audience to cheer for me. Because I want to win the thing. Right, the enemies are retreating in various directions. An Afro-Roman. Holy warrior. Go to the proving grounds one more time to try to improve something here. March into the tourney grounds, I join a group of contestants exchanging common stratagems. Hitting dramatically at the flourish is yet to come. A few spectators already look down on us, chewing roasted meat and spitting bones. Joe's called for spectacle. Some of us grip at the distraction from training, others amidst the audience has become a moment of proving. I will show you how it's done. 99% the training is successful. And did. We just want to keep things well supplied here. Trouble at home? Yes, unfortunately. Peasant uprising, so... well, we're the only ones committed here. Except for, Paterno. And Amalfi finally comes. Entrance mail about the main tent, warming up vocal cords and memorizing stanzas as the crowd fills the amphitheater. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned. Drift across a gentle breeze. This could be a good sign or a bad one. It's time to show the world my skill. No need to bet because money's needed for mercenaries, possibly. But I think we're good here. If they'll retreat further down, they'll come back up unless they go by sea and they'll regroup. Crackoon! A sudden flash of lightning precedes the thunder's roar. As I make my way to the raised eyes, it's clear that the previously pleasant words give way to decidedly murky conditions. No sooner do I take the first step than the rain begins to fall. The crowd stands expectantly, somewhat reluctantly, getting more solid by the minute. I open my mouth, and another thunderous boom rolls across all ground. I look up to the sky. Well, this would be quite a challenge, and I love a challenge. 84% chance that the weather lends pathos to my words. Score increases slightly. Gain wit experience and stress reduction. Or I'd be drowned by the storm. But the weather favors. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches of light the competition continues. I tuck myself into my breath, ready my lips for the next round as I reminisce about the happenings so far. Like when the skies opened and drenched the competitor and audience alike. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps to the dice. It's time for the final verse. A ditty about making coin and living a good life. Combine diplomacy and stewardship. 75% score increases, 9 nothing, 14 decrease. Cut them off. As I finish my final verse, the crowd hadn't waited for the ending. The cheers drown out my words, flowers landing around me on the stage as I make my way up. I'm winning. Victory is so close. Our precious few competitors left to go and even less time. It all comes down to this. One last verse. I win! Yep. After many trials and tribulations above all else, the truly spirit competition, we are final three. In third place, the gutsy Enric. Coming a close second, call me to Lulu. And of course, the leader victor, Amir Soldan. I win. This character Silver Tongue Soldan winner of saddle contest. Plus 3 diplomacy, still experience. Why not? I do not wish to offend him. Come on, get them. We gotta destroy this army, destroy their army before we engage them down there. I won a prize brooch. 4 days faster if you were to befriend someone. Well, that's nice, I guess. They're about to engage, so let's go save them. We've arrived. We have the advantage. Long after night has settled, I find myself laughing, telling stories, drinking with Mara, Kenra, and Zarwa. I know she had in her, but Mara ends up telling particularly ribald story about 4 peasants she had seen in Bari. After drying my eyes from laughter, drinking it, but declaring with throat, I will tell a story of my own. As I often do, because I lived a long life for this. Nicoletta, treat him. That wasn't related to illness, but that didn't help. She died in childbirth, and my son was stillborn. Engaged them over the hills of Tennessee. And then after that, we'll come down and defeat the army of the Basilisk down in Palacastro. This again. Fine move. Find another path then. You eat it. Yet another tournament? Board game. Prizes will be of good quality. You tempt me. You tempt me. Head to the island of Farah. It'll be a safe travel. Just to make sure. But is there a way we can go a bit faster? Yes, hire hunters. The domain contains hunter grounds, so why not hire a few of them on to be safer? So we'll be there a few days faster. Assuming we don't get any delays. And on the way back from there, pick up this. And then go back to sea. Because I don't want to travel through areas that is, you know, are currently occupied. This is for the martial lifestyle experience for all. So I went through a recital, and now let's play a board game. Because I got some wit. And with a board game, it can definitely help you increase your wit a bit more. Maybe perhaps get that. But unlikely that I will be doing anything for foot. Horse can be getting earned through travel or horse races. So yeah, I'll be there. Because I got nothing better to do. They have the advantage, but we have the numbers, so that doesn't matter. While traversing a challenging pavilion, I hear laughter ahead. My wife Mara and my son Eugenius are working together across a wide grassland-fed river. Mara, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, exclaims Eugenius. Don't call your mother by that name. You're only referred to her as mother. And then she replies, struggling quick. And you are quick thinking with those long grass all together. These obstacles led to new friendship. Don't say that. That's the mother. This will hasten our journey indeed. Get us to the sea quickly. Stephanos. Let's mount a search party for him. He rejoins the entourage. Alright. Unfortunately, the score's capped at 50 in battles, so we gotta occupy more land. Particularly Croton. And they're in revolt. Brilliant. So here's what we're going to do. With our combined strength, we defeat the army of the Basilisk one more time in Palai-Castro. Then we'll split our armies. The one with the siege equipment, take Croton, and the other, engage them up there. I'd be willing to send some of them to join the other army that is to go on the offensive against them. Here. Drunkards. Disgusting, I say. Huge advantage them, but we have the numbers that should not matter. We'll be taking quite a bit of casualties, but we got it. As my child grows up, it's become clear genetics plays a significant role. So, unfortunately, Tarouet, who's 3, turned out to be intelligent. But she's still sickly. So, we don't know if she'll be out of it yet. We weren't able to capture the Basilisk, but... Okay. Split up, gang. All the men in arms must go. And you too. Hey. Siege weapons. Give it back. Head to Croton. Meanwhile, the rest of you, engage them over there. We got landed rulers. Then we'll beat the rest of them up here. Near death? Yeah, you've been maimed. They're on the run. Move up. Don't worry about them without a commander. Because they are to merge when the movement stops. They're trying to leave. Don't let them. Contests take their places of the gaming tables, fluff the cushions, and requesting refreshments. As I announced contest commencement, the games themselves are rated chess tables, pieces polished in the machine. Board game callers come in, it's clear will be put forward to the quarterfinals and stands. The varied pitches of volumes of crowd seriously, there's no questions of favorites. As my first bout, I'm prepared against my fellow contestant, Torn Maxes, Eusebiel Self-Noxus. You don't do betting here, so say I am ready. Close skill better. The table flips an almighty thwack, sending the top row piece flying. Eusebiel's moods turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized several mistakes had but all decided the game in my favor. Yes, yes, you win, Amir Saldan. Happy? Come, let's go back a few moves. Soft click of a moving piece disturbed the calm. We are at David endgame now, and the game hangs in the balance. I ponder what's already happened, such as when my opponent overturned the table entirely with an almighty crash. I'm winning by some margin, provided I can press this advantage hard. Victory is surely on the horizon. You seem awfully sure of yourself. Combined learning and diplomacy. 70% score increase, 11-0, 17% decrease. I won that round. I can't help but allow my visitor to crack a moan and smiles. My opponent falls perfectly into the trap I had laid. A few moves later, I pressed it, opening a new advantage. Soon do it clear no coming back for his appeals. I grind him down, exceptionally moving towards victory. His position weakens, slowly but irretrievably. Just called her in. I have won. Knockout. This is a foregone conclusion with this. Should be no opposition here, so we should begin the siege of Stylos over here. Give him a head start, unless Croton would be it. Mir Saldanamoi, Moses Marta II of Vasil, Timotheos of Neopatros, and Catus Rudina of Arcadia. So I'll be up against Rudina of Arcadia, an Albanian. I can do this. Seem awfully sure of yourself. You're out. Cannot allow this Kragamon smiles my but falls perfectly travelated. Review was I press the voting bench. So yeah, same text. So Martha was to the phone. Martha Rosanian, who will soon be out of the country. I can do this, hopefully. Because I lost in the final back then. want it all. Victory. My intelligent daughter is no longer sickly. I win. Grandmaster. It's the relearning. Even more study. Experience gain. What the hell do I win? Is the real question. Be a man. Agatha. A Greek woman. I don't mind another female warrior in our ranks. Sultan's that kind of guy. And I won a prize ring. 28 experience in wit. I got the monthly lifestyle experience, but just fell short of this. 92. So we should face no more opposition at this point, while I continue my travels. Siege is taking longer because the supplies are still fully stocked. There's been breaches. There's a breach. Visited the site. There we go. Only for my soulmate. Eugenios, I didn't know you were regent. Knowing that there's going to be more loot to the gain very soon. I think I should go hunting. And the reason for that is just to increase the inventory, just to see if I could get another small health boost. I'm going to be living into my 70s. I just want to be as healthy as possible so I can see all of my sons who will inherit the lands grow up. That's all I wanted to see. Just making sure everybody's good on their aptitudes. May not get another chance of this again, you know. To the area where there's a hidden hinterlands. I believe we should go with the safer alternative. Just go around. Yes. Through there. Safer alternative. Yeah. Come on. May not get an opportunity like this again. This war continues. Stopped to rest one night at a tavern while I'm sitting in a corner peacefully enjoying some Longobardi music. The door barges in and a large silhouette appears. Fire swaggers in, the atmosphere immediately changes. People bow their heads in reverence. Some swoon, and the barkeep immediately pours the apparently famous fiery free drinks. Speaking of fire, it's really so special here. Oh, I could be like that if I train. Good timing because, you know, that kind of prowess I have to go hunting with, not a good idea. But this, well, you don't back an old man down. I ain't backing down for nobody, nor man, no beast. Ah, if only I could use it to start a tournament of my own. But hunts, that'll do. Take Croton. Despite the high development here, but my prowess, though temporary, helps. And my prior experiences and all that. Potence as forest. Step out of my tent, siege count spells if only. Heaving sea of temporary structures and cargo. Wooded siege towers and catapults. Flags fans, defying the damp wind. Bright colors mixing hopelessly in the grey rain. Everything is covered in a thick sheen of grey damp, like a mud-laden lake. My low returns approaches the forms the siege ended. I gather my bodyguards heads the edge again. Taberna Patelia stands for me, a disordered pile of rubble and debris. Between here and there, bodies charred, rotting, and broken, molder in the fields. Vultures circle overhead. Shocksars stumble along the cobbled streets, clad in dusty remains of dinghy ships and tattered cloaks. We're not done here. Move up. We gotta take Stylos next. Oh, you're coming back from your peasant revolt. Excellent, you took care of that. So they gotta take this, and then that, and that should be it, based on occupation scores. Unless you know someone from down there. If we can capture this man, or one of his vassals, that would be up the war score. Come on, move on. There we go. Another stag to hunt down. Let's get going. Follow our quarry in the woodland. Slowly but surely getting on the flighty stag. It's something spooks. I'll go away in another direction. I really see if I scared it. I could scarce believe my eyes. Abba and I get there and take on our guns with passionate embrace. Oh, back away, I saw nothing. Get back on your horse. Every little bit helps. Now, a small minority of Siculo-Arabic peoples have been established there. But keep in mind, they'll all be Catholic unless converted. But I'm simply planting the seeds of the future, where we got to make a large majority there, large minority, that's the word. Before, you know, further conversions, and then cultures change over time. That's how we're doing it. "14 days, and then about to increase the speed of the siege." That's been pointing out, clearing down in a beast cover. Perfect place to form a bow line and await the stag. There are about hound teams. We have a fine chance to practice archer on a real moving target. Great suggestion. I'm always a bowman. As for Ritzy, I pat on over some troubled ground, almost jump out of my skin to sound almighty yell. I turn to see my courtier fall into a concealed pit trap, which now holds his leg tightly in place. He yells, "My leg! Ugh! I didn't see the blasted thing! Ugh!" Yeah, hell. I must press on or we'll lose the stag. Come on. He watcher the stag from a concealed bowline, tensing in anticipation as the flushes crowd of baying hounds go louder. A brown buck suddenly leaps to the clearing ahead, antlers flying and bounding straight towards us in terror. Hold, he's mine, because of my prowess. 72% of the beast is shot, thus completing my intent. 5% someone gets wounded, 22% he escapes. He's mine. Carefully take aim and the stag bounces towards us. Moves pound in the dirt. The arrow sails past it. The stag quickly turning and disappearing into the dense undergrowth. Damn thing moved. Hunts like these appear joy. I cannot wait for next year. There's nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. As about Derek's are breaking up, clumsily skinning their carcass forward, letting the game masters take over. We place the eager dogs share the spoils on the stretch high before departing for camp at home. So we let someone else has got it. Well, brother-in-law, hang on. Compared to this. Oh, actually, I want to keep that. Not quite there. But they'll feel appreciated. My health will be poorly the next time I hunt again in 5 years' time. Mercenaries after Codico. We sit in a quiet empty tavern when a loud band of ragged-looking soldiers come barging into the common room. Their leader, a confident brute, pushes one of my guards aside as the audacity to sit down at my table. Noble man, I Malone. Interested in service of the best mercenaries of the Codico. More loyal men than you'll never find, if you pay us properly. No need for that. Instead, I got a perfect job for you. Look at you. You're a giant. Just we're about to settle, it starts pouring down. Rain. As far as the eye can see. I can't help but curse my poor luck. But I seen the dark clouds coming for a while. If we want to make our journey in time, we have to set up. It's a risky journey with the weather being what it is. You can't afford to get sick as an old person, so please rest. As I get up in the early morning, I can't help but letting out a loud yawn, stretching as I make my way out of the tent to see that people are already moving about. I notice the genios letting off what looks like a makeshift fishing rod through all the noise of the bustle camp. Where are you off to, I ask him. He responds nonchalant. Nice day for fishing. Get back on your horse. We were just almost home. It's like we're the 2 days range, but in a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome, bound in leather and inscribed with strange symbols. Partially hidden behind other books, it's old, but has clearly seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization it deals with some unconventional knowledge. Well, I'm a mystic, so I know these things work. So I just glance out before sitting down to read. Hope the one who has been reading the book hasn't been around to see me. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would come to a halt until my death. Lately, I feel the constant malaise and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried if I lie down, I might not be able to get up again. There's no doubt that my time is running out. I feel like I could do nothing but await Death's sweet embrace to claim me. It was only a matter of time this was going to happen to me. So now I'm in poor health. No health benefit could save me now. Step out of my tents. These kind of spells are going. A maze of sagging tents and ramshackle huts, lit by the yellow fire, yours of cook fires, and the green glow cast of light taverns. Piles of gear and discarded pots and of travel clustered all around. Wagons and animals, mules, donkeys and oxen. Horses and even a camel or two. Pennants snap in the stiff breeze. Smoke drifts on the wind. Throngs of men busy themselves along the scented siege weaponry. The stench of dirt and sweat is thick in the dear air, stinging my eyes. I smell this mix of a strong tang of urine and the rancid odor of rotting wounds. The Vandon of Stylo stands for a tattered, glimmering pennant fluttering from the highest tower, its flames raging the pre-dawn sky. In the fields between, empty carts dot the charred mounds of dirt. The wooden wheels still bear traces of thick, wet blood. On the walls that still stand, blackened corpses line the battlements. The corpses of butchered warriors litter the roads. Survivors huddle by the roadside, trembling raw and lost. And the faces bloated with manic and hunger. Smoke tunnels from the smoldering ruins of houses and shops that rise like gravestones. Imprison everyone you see. Region is the one last place to besiege, and that should be the end of the war. I'll fix it before death comes to claim me. Go. Not enough men. A hostile army intercepted there. Oh, they freed the prisoners that we just captured. And he got maimed for that, my jester. Now another problem. As I'm infirm, it does affect all my skills. I don't have the domain limit like I used to, so we gotta sort that out after when this is all over. After years of attrition and anarchy, Caliph Abdallah silently conceded to forsake any hope of reuniting Arabia and Persia. The East belongs to new rulers, who will continue to struggle against steppe nomads and each other, while the Caliph watches powerlessly from afar. It's clear the fall of the Abbasids may provide many opportunities for a house bold enough to seize them. Dawn will come again. You got 6 months or so to finish this war. The war has gone on long enough. Someone wants to kill me. No, convert. Witchcraft. That's what this is about. I will not stand for it. So that means as infirm I can't go hunting or compete in tournaments anymore. Enemy army. They're coming back. But all you need to do is just take this area and war's over. Remember, you can't compete in tournaments anymore. Because you're infirm. So there's no point in that anymore. I've lived a long life. Our allies fighting them. They did well. Be careful, sometimes this may give you an illness. Despite the benefits it'll give me. Because we're going to need that. Oh my god, it's not over. A maze of rough-hewn tents and canvas lean-tos and makeshift fences, and coils of rope and canvas mattresses in tents, all strewn all over the ground, and relatively even sprawling flat. Flags hang limply in the rain-fogged air, whipped now and then by the wind. Cut timbers lay stacked like a wall outside the tents. The low retainer approaches towards the sieges and the Garama Bargas Adjachka. The Vandon of Ragun stands for me, a decayed shell of its former self. In the fields between the bodies of fallen lie thick. They lie in shadows of the flooded river too. Bloody faces rise from the glistening green swell. Bodies lay everywhere. Glassing wide eyes of shock. Survivors huddled in makeshift huts made from felled trees and fallen bricks. Get all of them. We have the Arms of St. George. That's an inventory artifact. Kind of useless to us now. Remember, it does apply to the forces of that revolt there. It's a fort level 3, so it should take less time to deal with. So come on, move on. Just to scare them off. We must take this place. And then that should be it. We can't fight this war longer than it should. Because the popular opinion is turning against me. Good. Nobody's gonna start a legend in my lifetime. Perhaps one of my sons should honor me. As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Soldan? I would recognize that voice anywhere. It must be my Courtiers, Samira. The Iblis offers you his blessing. Will you accept it? No. No, 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 no. No! Look at it. I want nothing to do with this. Begone, demon! Or better yet, the world will know your sin, Samira, because witchcraft is criminal in our faith. Finish this bloody war. If we don't get this, we gotta get down to Messenia. Galated Selemovich is the only one out there. You got it. Please be over. Yes! I exit my camp as siege kind of sprawls out before me. A grey knot of men in smoky torches. Flags flap and flutter all along the horizon. At various intervals, fires burn, shouts and cries ring through the damp air. When low return approaches forms the siege center, I gather my bodyguards head to the edge of the camp. The Vandal of Miletos stands before me, a blackened waste of smoldering homes and staples and spires. In the fields between, a vast, sickly black cloud of locust swarms. Yellow bands of them. Hard shell carapaces are swollen to bursting. Shrill rattling sounds fill the air as acrid smoke swirls above them, spiraling through the air. The locust descends upon their kin, stripping them bare, and leaving a field of flesh and blood and a whole hulk of waste. Round on the Minotaurs soaked in blood, rivulets have rid in the way of many corpses sprawled like helpless animals in a muddy street, black veiled railway on the streets. Doesn't everyone you see? It's over. Yeah, it's finally over. There will be celebrations on my account. Yeah. Now I demand a hostage from you, because you are from a insignificant house, compared to mine, which is also, well, noteworthy, so it's better than yours. Just to have it here. Enforce that. It's finally over. And now there's one problem. And that problem is, you're way above limit. And this is where I come in. Because currently, colonization is in the lead. Barely, but none of you are landed, so that some of you will be released. Hopefully, you can all pay up. In the meantime, this is how we're going to deal with this. Watch this. As we grant the local Sicilian culture, for example. Granting one of your counties to a local noble of an evolved culture goes towards colonization. So we're doing that for all the places that we've conquered. These two, however, will go independent. But of course, doing that increases the periphery, but I'm not too terribly worried about that. Because I want them to go to, you know, the realm of insular Sicily. They should have those back, if they can handle it. The rest of this should go to, you know, all the local Greeks we will appoint. And the benefit of that is I'll be having more taxpayers for our 2 tax collectors. So, here we go. Every single Greek noble will be ruling these lands that I just conquered. Yeah. And that includes them up there too. The one that has 0 control, which I want nothing to do any business with that. Good luck with that. And now, here's the big problem. You're above vassal limit. Well, in this case, you have it. Grant title to vassal, that's towards it. So, I guess I was a little bit happy with what we just did here. This is manageable. So you're above vassal limit. No one can manage a horde of counts. Aspiring conquerors need to rely on higher tier vassals, such as dukes, to manage a land for them. You can see your current vassal limit in the main view. Yeah. Do you want to exceed vassal? Avoid the penalty to consolidate your vassals. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. But that's for my sons to deal with. Because they must cooperate with them. Yeah. If I wanted it to, I could form the Kingdom of Sicily. But no, I'd rather keep it split with the Emirates. Because honestly, money's going to be spent elsewhere. You are far in the lead now for colonization. To go towards that colony phase. Dismiss them all. Right. And based on where everything is going now, Stephanos is not to inherit. Oh, wait a minute, I think I see what's going on. Aha! Friendly succession. Like, honestly, I'd rather go towards antagonistic, just to split the realms everywhere, instead of one gets all, because I want them all to have, so. Steer the house unity towards antagonistic. Because I wanted to split it evenly. Because Eugenius gets Calabria too. Because we want a competitive or antagonistic succession, which means, you know, titles will be divided equally. It all depends on how they all behave. Some of those vassals you appointed, you should check their health on every one of them. Or the alternative is, you know, to get rid of that vassal limit is get one of them independent. Which is the easiest thing in the world is just say, okay, you're out of here, and then conquer them, and so we can fix that problem. But you got an administrative issue that needs to be solved because you're infirm now. But for the last act, no, 2 acts. Get me another tax collector, because one day later, you're a young man. Because we got all these taxpayers now. Because we have such a large realm. Stephanos gets someone. That's what I want. Because I want the Emirates to be split evenly between the sons when I pass. Like if they want to fight for the unification of this realm, they must do so. Otherwise you may all fall. Right now we got the taxpayer issue sorted out. Now, last act of this episode. Shatter the memory of Justinian. For hundreds of years, the Byzantines have clung to the last holdouts in the Italian peninsula, sinking bloody the nails into the land and refusing to let go no matter how much we kick at them. No more. Today their control is finally loose enough to be torn free for good. I shall ensure that the world knows. Basileus Basileus can fume and rumble all he likes, if he can be bothered to break away province far from his comfortable palace, but he can do nothing to stop me. The only question is, where do I see fair Sicily belonging now? Because to ensure that they never return here, we either go for Italia or the Maghreb. But based on connections and what the vision of the future looks like for the future of this series, since the Mediterranean of its destiny, I will say Sicily's destiny lies, as it always has, across the sea. So the Empire of Maghreb, if that title exists, becomes the digital liege of the Kingdom of Sicily. It's giving me 1,000 fame for this. There you go. That's what it looks like now. Because one day, we may return to North Africa. Somehow, some way. But now, as we end the episode, and we know that in the next episode, well, I gotta do some management for the Sicilian frontier to calm things down. And find ways to increase that stewardship again. But it's alright if we don't get as much taxes or vassals from the vassal limit. That's what tax collectors are for. It's to help offset it. And so, for the next episode, by the turn of the century, which we know that Saddam isn't going to be around for too long now, that he'll do whatever he can to keep this realm together. No more wars. Although what I would have loved is, I don't know, won't be able to compete in tournaments anymore. But I'll be grateful for all the experiences that I've all had in this life. Now, I just want to see my sons grow up. maybe we should perhaps get rid of this. Yeah, that's another thing. We should reset the perks in the next episode. To go towards that. There you go. All these children will have a few extra skill points to do that. Just to give them something before they begin their rule as separate emirs. Although they will have Greek vassals to answer them. And that one Longobards Catholic. But you get the idea. And setting up these Greek vassals here who are all Muslims is supposed to set the stage for the beginning of the Islamization of the region. Because as we all know, there's none of that. Although there are a few Sicilians, but no Siculo-Arabic, because they're still a visible minority. Which is something we are slowly aiming to change that. So, we'll see you in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, so long for now.